So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, and you are here with Ender on a glorious evening. Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, live from Poland. We're not, they are. It'd be amazing by what we've seen, Ender. What an atmosphere.
Oh my God, like it's
40 to 45,000 people there.
and the passion
Incredible.
and
Yeah.
the anthem and it's really all teeing up. We said about Terence Crawford winning the ring battle. Well, I think, Usyk definitely has all this ticked, and like we were saying just off air, I think this could be a demolition job if Usyk's in that frame of mind, and it'll be
Pure
very
passion.
interesting. Like we're just looking at him here now, and he's so focused. Like, look at that laser focus in his eyes. Like
But this is
I
the thing.
mean,
This is what we get from Usyk, isn't it? Look, just
mm,
quickly, it's for the
go for
IBF,
it.
the IBO, the WBA Super, and the WBO World Heavyweight titles.
And the
Usyk
ring title.
and the ring. Sorry, Usyk 20 fights, 20 wins, 13 knockouts. Incredible career so far. Daniel Dubois, not too bad either. Let's 20 fights, 19 wins, 18 knockouts. The only loss, which was Joe Joyce, and that was also a bit of a demolition job, to be honest,
Mm.
by Joe Joyce. A lot of people turned around and said Dubois, he gave up in that fight. I think that was quite unfair on him, to be fair. I think that
Ah, it
was,
was, it
I
was.
think that was a real tough. And you know what? He saved himself for another day, and he's got another big opportunity.
That was mean spirited, and the fella that said it then, you
Yeah,
know, he jumped ship very quickly. He can deny it all he wants, but he was asked that question in the corner and he answered. So
yeah.
I think that just proves it. Like, and you know, but I mean, taking the Usyk fight, regardless. Okay, it's your world title shot. Takes an awful lot of cojones, and to go and do it in
And
Poland.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. To go away from home,
Yeah,
they were talking about it, that this kind of is in the same ballpark as when Fury went against Klitschko, in Germany, wasn't it?
yeah. Well,
It's
yeah.
that sort of level. You're taking that jump into someone else's backyard. Frank Warren has made it quite clear. He's turned around. He said, "I expect Daniel to win this."
I
He
don't know how much he
I don't know.
believes that. You know the way,
He
like
he
he
was
has to say it. It's his fighter. He's promoting it, but I really doubt. Well, I hope that you
well. It
know
was
in
it was
in his
interesting.
brain, Warren doesn't actually believe what he's saying. Like, he's just saying that as a promoter, and as selling the fight and backing his fighter, as it were. But I,
Well,
I
he said it to Talksport, where you've got is it Simon Jordan?
is that what's his name? The
That's Lummer, isn't it?
Yeah, Lomachenko. I was like, yeah, Lomachenko in the ring there, and he's got the Ukrainian flag on. Like, Jesus, and it's Ukrainian Independence Day was during the week, so it's very much,
Yeah, 2 days ago,
Canelo
wasn't it?
fighting. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, so it was very much like that. But the difference is Mexico weren't at war, Ukraine are. So there's so much passion here, and there's so much built up that.
Well,
Yeah,
here we go. Both fighters are in the middle of the ring.
yeah, getting the instructions.
Daniel Dubois in the purple with a black trim. Usyk, wow, the eyes, incredible.
I love his mustache, by the way. It's just awesome.
Literally incredible. And yeah, do you know what? Hats off to Daniel Dubois. I'm going to say it
Oh,
before we start.
100%. Taking this fight
Um,
in the circumstances, and that's a very small ring.
yeah. Um, yeah. Usyk in white with one yellow trainer, one blue trainer. Very fitting.
Mm.
And yeah, the ring is small. On the commentary, on there, Darren Fletcher and Richie Woodall, but you've got us, so listen to us.
Like, why are you telling people that? Don't tell
Yeah,
them
we
about
just
that.
give them the breakdown, don't we?
No, I meant about Fletcher and Woodall.
Well,
Actually, no, that's a good thing because they'll turn them off and listen to us.
But yeah, here we go. TNT Sports box office. Probably the first. Yeah, I suppose it's coming up as the first major fight around about as box office. Would that be fair?
No. Remember the first big one? Crawford Spence.
Oh, was that TNT?
That was TNT.
Oh, well, forget what I said.
But I understand, like, this is going to sell far more pay-per-views in the UK than, one that was on the middle of the night. But, like,
Well,
I imagine, as one-sided as Crawford Spence was, I still think it's going to be a more closer fight than this one.
yeah.
But are we?
Early on here, Usyk, southpaw stance, as we know, just flicking out the jab, getting some success. Daniel Dubois, though, having
Had a nice flurry there.
Himself, but getting his 3 shots in.
Yeah.
I think basically when we were listening to what Frank Warren was saying, he was turning around. He said, look, Daniel's got to show some maturity. He can't go out there. He can't outbox him. He said, but he's got to take his time, work behind the jab, use the strength, which, to be fair, we've said about all the heavyweight opponents coming in against Usyk early on, to put that dominance out there. Because they are the bigger guys. This is Daniel Dubois. This is his lightest he's ever come in at, and he's still heavier than Usyk. So that,
but even watching them in the ring, like how nimble and agile Usyk is, and even now.
But as I say, if you're watching this at home, just quickly chuck it in the comments. Let us know what your predictions are for this fight. You're with Joel and Ender live on Boxing Media Hub. So hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content. Sorry, Ender. But yeah, let us know your comments. We'll show them on the screen and we'll show you predictions. Ender, what did you go for quickly?
I went for Usyk between 6 and 9, but just from this, I think it could be even sooner.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a good first round for Usyk. I mean,
are we doing the
Dubois
scores?
didn't. Well, you can keep the score. I'm definitely giving it to Usyk again, taking command in the center of the ring, and there was a nice punch there that pushed Dubois off balance a bit, so that was a good scoring punch. So yeah, and they're showing then Dubois. Another excellent jab.
So there we go. Just to let you know, there is a scorecard app now.
Yes, because obviously you can see it with all that glare.
There's a scorecard app you can get on your phone now, so it just makes it easier, especially for me.
I thought you little.
I still got my pen pad.
I thought you were writing up on the screen thing. Is that not?
We'll still do that. So, round 1.
Anyway, we're in round 2 now.
But let us know at home how you've got it.
Jesus, that.
There we go. Technology. So yeah, round 2, bit of the same here. Usyk flicking out the jab. Daniel Dubois just coming forward with left and right there, but missing both. But he's not doing a lot wrong, to be honest. Daniel, he's
apart from not landing.
I think it's just difficult early on, isn't it? He's got to try and judge that distance.
Yeah, and I mean Usyk is so
down. And that's the hard bit.
Usyk is so fast.
Yeah.
So, and I expect if Dubois wants success, he thinks it might come later if he wears out. Usyk's just kind of.
It was a bit of a shot
he
to his
punched him on the ass. You know, it was so low, and
Don't go around the back of the head. Punch
oh,
in the arse.
that's an excellent left hand from Usyk that
Yeah,
rocked uh,
yeah.
Dubois back.
Gave Dubois a bit of a stumble there.
I'll tell you why I'm hesitating on the word Dubois, because Joshua keeps popping into my head every time I go to say Dubois. It's like Joshua. No, he's not. He's fighting Dubois.
Oh, good left hand there by Usyk.
Mm,
Starting to find the space early here.
yeah, and he's like that. He's found his range now. Oh yeah, that's a great.
Great jab there by Usyk.
Yeah,
Really starting to
like
make
he
his way through.
snaps it out. Like he snaps it out. Like Inoue, or one of those lighter guys. And this
Yeah,
guy is fighting at heavyweight now.
but no, good jab to the body by Usyk as well. Daniel with a double jab, but it's on the gloves of Usyk. He's
Yeah, and I think
he's trying to get going, and it's difficult. But
yeah, and I'd say
the
it'll
only
get
way you're
more
going to do it,
difficult.
you almost got to pin him down. But to pin
Yeah,
Usyk down, everyone's tried, and they just find it so difficult. His movement, fantastic, but
yeah,
he's working so well behind that jab.
yeah.
Good shot there by
And
Daniel, but
no, I don't know if that landed or if Usyk moved out of the way.
it seemed more
Like
towards the chest area as opposed
no,
to any.
but like if we saw the other angle, I don't think that landed. I just think Usyk moved out of the way. Step back and it didn't. But
Yeah,
was going to say as well, it'll be very difficult for Daniel Dubois because of how busy Usyk is throwing. You know what I mean?
and you can't
Like,
wait for this guy's engine to die because it doesn't.
because
That's the frightening thing.
contrary to what Steve Bunn said, Usyk throws a lot of punches. You know?
Yeah. Well, round
Yeah.
two, Usyk there, great
Oh,
work.
that was a clearer round for Usyk than the first, because the first was more of a feeling out round. But now, yeah. So let us know in the comments, how did you have it, or how did you have round one?
Yeah,
And
let us know in the comments, people, how you saw that one. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the Boxing Media Hub. You're with Joel and Ender. We're going to guide you through the fight. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the content when we're not doing live watch-alongs. There's plenty on there. We've obviously got more boxing fights coming up soon as well, and plenty of predictions coming up this week. So stay with us. This is a channel to be on. Yeah, it's back to the corners. Don Charles, obviously, the guy, as it were, with Daniel Dubois now, and Usyk sticking with the team that's got him in this successful position. Good right hand there by Daniel. It didn't land particularly, but
yeah, see that's the point. He's throwing punches, but they're not landing. They're not being effective. Like Usyk is either like I mean, and look, then Usyk just threw a lovely right jab there, in and gone before Daniel even knew he was punched.
incredible. It's literally the speed.
Oh,
Usyk's got 5 in before Daniel's thought of one.
yeah,
That's kind of
and then Usyk, and then Dubois throws something, but does it make anything? Oh, two excellent headshots there from Usyk.
yeah, definitely starting to make his way through.
Yeah.
Daniel, to be fair, does look sharper on his feet. I'll give him that. To how we normally see him. He's normally very rigid and flat-footed, but he is trying to move a bit more. Cool. Good shot there by Dubois. But
no, I think it was actually called for being a bit low.
I think one of them was.
Yeah, because he did have a good shot, but there was a low blow in there, so it kind of negated that. But it just shows the difference in the accuracy between the punches. Dubois seemed kind of hit and hope to land, whereas Usyk's are precision.
Yeah, every shot counts with Usyk.
Because Usyk knows where.
Let us know if you're watching this at home or wherever you're watching it in the world. Let us know. Chuck us a comment. We'll put it on the screen. But yeah, you're with us for Usyk versus Dubois live in Poland. and about 50 seconds to go around 3. This fight's shifting along very quickly.
It is.
But as I say, Usyk in control at the moment. Daniel doing his best to try and make ground.
He is. To be fair to Daniel Dubois, he is trying to find an opening.
Hard.
Like he's trying. Hard,
he is. Because Usyk's making him.
Yeah. Like I.
Good jab there by Daniel.
I mean, Joshua found Usyk very, Oh, that's a lovely right to just wobble the cheek of Dubois there. Dubois tries a kind of an uppercut, but comes to nothing.
Yeah. To be fair, as they say, Daniel has the power. It's just getting the accuracy and getting close enough to be able
to being able to land. Like we're seeing that excellent 1-2 from Usyk there, and it was just sublime to say the least.
Yeah, round 3 Usyk, he's just taking it. He's taking it at the moment. No problem at all. Another 10-9 job for Usyk. Let us know how you're seeing it at home or what your predictions are for the fight. Just let us know. Hit the subscribe button too. You're watching Joel and Ender on Boxing Media Hub. And they're just back in their respective corners at the moment. Yeah.
I wonder what Dubois' team are telling him. Like, what can he do differently,
Yeah, they're just trying to sort of iron out the left eye a little bit on Daniel. We know he is prone to having swelling around the eyes.
And Usyk's a clever boxer. He knows that. So that's something
he'll tactically go for
it.
100%.
That's a tactic he'll employ. And again, we saw there from Dubois, he kind of goes for broke and he ends up being bamboozled as Usyk just gets out of the way and he's left kind of facing fresh air.
Yeah, if you're joining us, round 4, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go around 4. Usyk in the white trunks with the blue and white. That was a bit low by Dubois there, I
thought that was low by Dubois as well, but the referee didn't seem to do anything about it.
Dubois in the purple shorts with the black trim.
Geez, some excellent peppering shots from Usyk there. Just rocking the head of Dubois.
Just almost, and then it's like he's toying with him. He's just
because.
But we saw this with Bellew, didn't we?
Yeah, Dubois threw out a lazy punch there, and Usyk caught it with his glove. It was that wide, That's him, just
But yeah, let us know in the comments if you're watching it at home. If you're not, let us know your predictions. If not, just hit the subscribe button. Daniel got a good jab there, but
I was going to say that was a good punch.
Good right hand there by Daniel as well. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it was the right hand. I think that caught my eye. Yeah, that's another low blow. Like I mean, for a guy that's so bloody tall,
and then just kind of didn't say anything. It was really bizarre.
Yeah,
but great jab by Usyk.
Yeah.
Daniel doesn't carry much of a high guard. That's the concern. He's very low hands. It was a good right hander by Daniel, but it just kind of pushed Usyk back as opposed to connecting with anything. And that's kind of what Dubois needs to do, is kind of bully him a bit. But he's not.
I mean, he's a bigger guy. Like, he weighs, 10 pounds?
There's only one shot, isn't there? And once he's thrown the shot, Usyk's then sort of peppered him with 4 or 5 shots, and then Daniel has to reset again and then try again. There's no follow up to Daniel. It's one shot and then reset almost. Where Usyk just sort of machine guns you and then kind of looks at you again, and then he comes in again. He's flurries all the time.
Yeah, there's that excellent jab that turned the head of Usyk, or
To be
sorry, turned
fair,
the head of Dubois.
for joining us now, Usyk very dominant. We're
Yeah,
in round 4. Usyk's taken every round, in our opinion. And I don't think you can really look at it any other way because
yeah.
he's just so slick. So slick. Daniel probably, if we're being as nice as we can be, probably his best round so far with
His best round
throwing
since the
shots.
first,
Yeah,
because the first
throwing
was
shots.
obviously feeling out round, but yeah, but
But
he's
Usyk
still miles
just,
behind Usyk.
yeah, but definitely an improvement in the fourth with throwing shots. He landed more, but
Mm,
he's still well off the pace. God, what a start to the round. A jab straight away by Usyk.
mm.
Just
Like
connecting so well.
it,
He's a pleasure to watch, to be fair.
he really is. Like I mean, if you want to watch a box, oh, that's a low blow, and I
Yeah.
think Dubois could be in trouble here because
So
that's not the first time he's
just
done
to
it.
let you know at home, Usyk has gone down, but due to a real low blow, and Usyk's feeling that one. I'm not going to lie. He's
But it wasn't the first time he's done it,
he took a
and
real shot to the nuts there. I'm not going to
like
lie.
it was a horrible, like not been horrible. I'd like to see the replay just to confirm, but Jesus, because
Usyk's really struggling there.
yeah,
How long can he take, Ender?
uh,
Um,
my understanding is he's entitled to take as long as I think 9. Someone told me
isn't
9 minutes. I don't know, but if he can't continue because of a foul, then I can see him being awarded that contest. On that basis.
to be fair, Usyk ain't going to stay down, is he? This
No,
is
no. I
this is
mean,
not
this
the sort of
means
guy
so
he
much
needs
to
to be,
him.
but that's a hell of a shot by
It.
the
I
looks
mean,
of it
and
because
it.
Usyk doesn't do this. He doesn't. He's not going to take the time if he doesn't need to.
Yeah,
And clearly, he's got to suck his bollocks up into his body,
yeah,
like a Shaolin monk, I think, and
yeah,
and go again. But it'd be interesting to see on the
yeah.
replay.
No, yeah. They're showing the replay now.
It was low. It's not as low as I thought it was going to be,
Yeah, it wasn't, but still, obviously, that's the whole
but
point of.
maybe it was standing up. I don't know.
Yeah, and in fairness, Usyk isn't wearing a high guard. You know,
No,
the way some of the people, if you caught them there, it's fine because they're bloody things over their nipple or over their navel, whereas his, you can see his navel, so.
but Daniel is also going to think, right, isn't he? In the mindset, you've got to think, right, is he going to be slightly off the ball now? And have I got a chance to hurt
Now,
him? Don't you think?
yeah.
To be fair, if I was Usyk, I'd take as much time as I can possibly take.
Well, you really
Day,
can.
you've got to take that time to reset, haven't you?
Yeah,
And I don't blame him. Just to let you know at home, obviously there was a low blow by Daniel Dubois. Usyk went down like a sack of spuds, and I don't blame him. It was low, not as low as I
yeah,
thought it was going to be, but it was low.
yeah,
And Usyk looks like he's ready to go again.
yeah.
But I think Daniel's going to be.
Well, the referee is tearing
ref's
strips
having a
off.
good word. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And the rest played this well, to be fair
Yeah,
to
no,
him.
in fairness, he has, and you can't.
But I
But
think Daniel's going to think, right, I've hurt you.
but if Dubois goes low again, he's going to get disqualified.
Well, he'll lose the point, won't he? And then, but Usyk is now more wary because he knows Daniel's going to have
Yeah.
that thought. Obviously, we're still in round 5, people. Just coming up to 2 minutes left of round 5.
And look, there's another one of these low hanging hooks from Dubois.
Yeah, that was that. See, that looked lower if that had
Yeah.
connected.
But because it
it's
didn't connect, he got
like
away with it. But
yeah,
like,
it's almost like
he,
he's going to put the frightener on him, though, to think if I hit you low again, I'll only get a point deducted, but I've really hurt you.
no, I'd say if he hits him low again, he's gone. I'd say the referee will just disqualify him.
Which would be an absolute cack way to end this fight, by the way. I don't think
Oh, it
either
would.
would want that. Usyk's very much a fighting champion, but Usyk's saying you're throwing him low.
Yeah.
He threw that onto his hip. But great jab there by Usyk again. I think he's just got to get back into his rhythm again.
Yeah. I think
Daniel
you know,
is using this to his advantage.
oh, he is, and anyone would, because
which is
he's in
very
big
clever.
trouble otherwise.
Yeah. Cool. These snap jabs with Usyk, though, I think he's going to punish him for it.
Yeah, and I hope he does. I mean, like, because it's a real.
I
It's a
don't think
real
it was
low.
meant. Don't get me wrong. I don't
Oh
think it was.
no! I'm sorry. He's been borderline low for so long. Like if
No,
it
but
would
I
just
don't
came
think
up.
it's intentional.
Oh, and Usyk is hunting
He's
Dubois
chasing
down there a
him.
bit.
Great left hand.
Oh, nice uppercut.
30 seconds to go. Yeah, bloody yeah. Daniel's got to be careful here. I think he's woke the beast.
Yeah,
But like Usyk said the other day, I toyed with Derek Chisora to reel in Anthony
and
Joshua.
Dubois now is leading it with his head.
Great shot there by Usyk to end the round.
Yeah,
really good shots there.
Absolutely. Like immediately,
it's an Usyk round, but Daniel made it fully aware. I've hurt you. I'm going to take advantage of it.
Oh
but
yeah, well, I mean,
no shots thrown, but they were missed, and I think he was a lucky boy.
Like they're showing that
that's a 10 now. It's a 10-9, isn't it? Because there was no points deducted as such.
No, I didn't see the referee deduct.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Mr. Arsenal podcast. We won't mention the result earlier.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's interesting up to this point. It's definitely added a bit more of a zip to the fight having that happened. Yeah. So
here's round 6.
Let us know
so
in the comments.
I said round 6 to 9. So we're entering.
Joining us, Joe Allen. Big shout out to you. How do you see
Joe.
this fight going? Let us know in the comments, Joe.
If you're watching, how have you got it?
Yeah, definitely.
But
what's your
prediction
prior to this fight? How's it sitting now? Are we kind of moving towards your prediction? Let us know in the comments. 2 minutes 30 left, around 6. Usyk versus Dubois for all the gold except the WBC. Probably the easier way to say it.
Yeah. And, the WBC is on hiatus. And it's not because of the writer's strike.
No.
There you go. There's a topical joke for you.
Here we go.
I'm Murphy Brown.
Usyk flicking out that jab still.
Yeah.
Oh, good left hand by Usyk there.
Yeah.
Daniel seems to have gone back into that mode. As I say, I don't think other than throwing shots relatively low, I don't think Daniel's doing much wrong because Usyk's just dictating, and that's just dictating the fight, and he can't do anything. That's it's down to how good Usyk is, as opposed to not. It's not down to Daniel, is it? It's how Usyk wants to dictate the fight, basically.
Now, there's another lowish blow from Daniel.
The ref is keeping an eye, though. You can see he's
like, to do it once is misfortunate, but
big shout out to everyone on the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Bless you, Ryan. It does great stuff over there.
Shout out to the guys in the Mr. Arsenal podcast.
Hit the subscribe button there once you've done it here. And,
I was off playing crazy golf today, so I didn't see the match and I didn't see the podcast, but I'd say there was a lot of
we had some interesting comments,
I'd imagine.
But good left hand there by Usyk. Just under 30 seconds to go. Dubois not doing too much. Joe's jumped in. It's possible Dubois can clip him at any time. Yeah, I think that's there, but the problem is getting to Usyk 100%.
Exactly.
Usyk seems to be on another planet. Good. Yeah. He is. He's a special. That was a good body shot by Daniel there. He did land that one.
It really was. It was a good shot by Daniel. He threw a lovely hook before it as well. And they were the two.
That's how you break him. That's how you've got to use the power element as a heavyweight to break him, because no one's done it. No one has done it. But as you say, you've got to pin him down to be able to do it. That's still a 10-9 for Usyk. Arsenal since 1987. Thank you for joining us. Why wasn't that a 10 count? Seriously, because it was low. It was a low
foul.
Blow. Yeah, it was below. Shot. It was below the belt, as opposed to. It wasn't on. It wasn't on it. If it was on it, you could probably have got away with that. But it was below it. That's the rules at the end of the day.
And to be fair, the referee didn't deduct any points or anything. Point
as well. So he was still lucky that he didn't have a point deducted.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, had it been properly into the nuts, I think he would have. But like, it was there, and like that, as we said, Usyk's band level isn't that high, so it really was one of those shots that if you got hit with it, it would be sore.
Yeah.
And I don't think Usyk needed to play for time. He didn't need to fake it, so obviously it did.
Yeah, it was one of those, wasn't it? He felt it and he made it known. The ref parting them again. To be fair, there hasn't been much in the way of clinch in this fight, to be fair, because I don't
but that's because, like, I don't think Daniel, if he tried to clinch, he'd be hugging air, because Usyk would be gone, and Usyk isn't a clincher. So
I have to say, I'm more impressed though with Daniel Dubois than what I thought. I thought he'd be more static, and he seems to be moving better than how he normally does.
And there's another one of those generally low shots from Dubois. I just love the way, like,
he's throwing some shots here now, but
Daniel thought he had him in the corner, but then Usyk's he's just out of there, like, and here's a lovely 1-2 uppercut from Usyk. Now the uppercut doesn't land, but it's still a nice combination.
Yeah, Daniel, I'd like to know what the game plan is from the corner, because as the rounds go on, Usyk's just picking up the points, and he'll happily take a points win.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, I mean,
there's no rematch clause, is there, in this fight? No. Which I love, by the way. I think that's great. We should have it more in boxing, in my opinion. But 40 seconds to go. The ref has a word with Daniel and says, let's not hold now. You're briefly live on my channel. Please do not swear. Oh, mate, you can say what you want on this one. Me and Ender always do. We have a right old rant sometimes, I'll tell you.
We will discuss that at the break in play.
Yeah. We will get to that. Don't worry. We'll put it back on the screen. Let us know in the comments as well what yours are. Big double shot there. Usyk's now starting to find it, and Daniel took a deep breath at the end of that round.
But you notice how Usyk always finishes the rounds in a flurry. Like it's a real throwback to how great amateur boxers finish the round well. Get the attention of the judges. And like some great hooks, and then again pushing Dubois back.
Yeah, incredible round there by Usyk. Definitely took the control back 100%. Round 7, Usyk. No issues there at all. Going quickly back to Arsenal since 1987. Ender, do you want to chuck that one? You're always better at that sort of thing than me.
Well, number 1 for me, and I think everybody at the moment, is Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
Number 2 is definitely Inoue. He is just brilliant, and he was my number 1, and I thought I'd keep him at number 1 even if Crawford won, but Crawford's performance was so overwhelming.
Richie Woodall, just to let you know, he's gone 69-64. He actually gave round 6 to Daniel Dubois.
It's Richie Woodall. Anyway, we're back here, so we'll go to the rest of. We'll go to numbers 3 through 5
the rest on during the next rounds.
Well, you've got 1 and 2.
You got Enders 1 and 2 there.
And here's the clue. Here's the clue. You should all see 3. Unless you're obviously not able to see it. Then you're listening to us telling you about number 3.
Usyk versus Dubois, round 8, 2 minutes 20 to go. Let us know in the comments how you're seeing this one at home. If not, let us know your predictions. Ask us anything you like. And just chuck it in the comments. But make sure you hit the subscribe button. And me and Ender really appreciate the support and everything you've shown to us.
Give Joel a like as well, and subscribe if you're new. But like the video as well.
Yeah, Usyk at the moment, just taking him to bits. Those precise shots are still coming in. Daniel's trying to work to get that jab going, but that was a good body shot there by Daniel. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He's had more success to the body, even though he's had more low shots than he has to the head. He just hasn't been able to measure landing shots. He just hasn't been able to do it. But good left hand there by Usyk. And it's mad. He's got the measure of the big guy again. But it's all in the technique. Speed and technique. That's Usyk. But even when Daniel does flick the jab out, it's so light. It's not... If you wanted to do something, you'd really hit the gloves to show him a bit of dominance. But the left eye of Daniel Dubois does look like it's starting to swell a bit.
Well, I mean, if I was Dubois' corner and he was getting damage to the eye, I would consider taking out your fighter because he's not winning this fight. So
no. Well, we've got about 15 seconds to go here. Usyk just teeing off before this one comes to a close.
Oh my God, that was just he's taken a knee.
So I was down. We got a 10-8.
Like he was being absolutely pulverized there. And I think he knew, oh shit, I'm in trouble now. But I think there's far too little.
Do you know what? I think he did the right thing.
Of
As
course he did the right thing. Like,
it's that or land flat on your back, and there's no chance of you getting
but
up.
like,
So
of course he did the right thing. He's still in the fight. Had he not taken a knee, he'd have landed on his ass, and the ref could have easily called it off.
there we
So,
go. We got a round 8 for Usyk there.
and that's a
Just
10-8
going
round as
back.
well.
So you've done your top
Sorry.
3 ender. Arsenal, he's put Joe Calzaghe, 46-0 was my favourite. The way he scored Jeff Lacey was a boxing mark.
100%, 100%. That was one of the best boxing displays I saw from a guy that was supposed to be past it. Because prior to that, he didn't have Kazaghi's performances were quite limp, but Lacey was this new great white hope. And I know since then they've rewritten it to say, well, Lacey was no great shakes, but Lacey was really pushed to be the next big thing, and he was taken to school by Joe Calzaghe that night.
Was incredible.
Anyway, let's get back to
4 and 5. Do you want to do 4 and 5 quickly? We're in round 9. I'll chatter about this, but you chatter about that.
Right. See, this is where it gets difficult because the top 3, I think, are so elite that your 4 and 5 can be subjective, and you can make a case for lots of people. I mean, you could have been making a case for Errol Spence before the Crawford fight, but obviously now he doesn't figure there. You've got Saul Canelo Alvarez. Like, how is he not in your top 5 ender? I mean, he only lost to Bivol.
Good 1-2 there by Usyk. Dubois trying to show a bit more power there, but sorry, Ender. But the nose.
No, you're fine. You're fine because the action is heating up, and I'm watching the action as well. So we'll go back to that.
Bust of Dubois, definitely a lot wider now. Let's be honest. Yeah. But Usyk just picking the shots beautifully at the moment. And every time Daniel throws, it's like he's going to the body. There's no...
Yeah. But he's always been punching down.
It's almost like he's going survival mode.
Yeah.
As we say.
But he's done well after being knocked and he's gone again. And I don't think he'll be back.
That was a good right hand.
That was such a right hand on the chin.
Usyk was quite impressed with that
himself. He's been counted out in round 9. What did I say? 6-9. Write it down, people.
So, yeah, there we have it.
No, he didn't.
There we have it. Round 9. Usyk wins and retains as well. Sorry, I'm just doing my bit.
Yeah, you do. But anyway, round 9.
So just to let you know, Oleksandr Usyk, 21 fights, 21 wins, 14 knockouts, retains all the gold. Daniel Dubois now 21 fights, 19 wins, 18 knockouts. Do you know what though? Fair dues to Daniel. He took this fight. It was a tough ask.
And he went to Poland
longer than people give him, than people thought he would.
He did.
And do you know what? This is another big tick for Usyk.
Huge. Like that shot that landed on the chin of Dubois to put him down. Like he wasn't getting back up from it. Like you knew by him after about 5 seconds. He's not doing an 8 count. He can't get back up.
I think when you look at how Joe Joyce dismantled Dubois, he took a major beating from Joe Joyce. Usyk, it's technical masterclass in the sense that he picks his shots. He sees damage and he just works. He works and works and works. And you can't deny that the workload that he just keeps on coming. You can't wait for this guy's engine to break. You can't.
I'm wondering, what is Usyk saying to Joyce here, or to Dubois here? Is he berating him for the low blow, or
No,
No, no.
to be fair, I don't think he would. And to
But
be
it,
fair, Arsenal here, Usyk footwork is incredible. IQ in boxing is
oh,
from
he like
you've nailed it. To be perfectly honest,
like you talk about IQ in boxing, and another person who has an excellent IQ, who I think, I mean, everyone's like, oh, how can anyone with that pro record be a Hall of Famer? And I'm like, oh, shut up. But Lomachenko's and they're both Ukrainian. It's not a coincidence. Like their ring IQs are just immense. Someone with a ring IQ like that, I'm talking Floyd Mayweather level. You know what I mean? That's just knows how every ring knows how to be there and how not to be there, and it's just a joy to watch a master tactician at work, and
hang on,
that's
Andy,
what we saw tonight.
they're showing a replay now.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really big punch. I mean,
And to be fair, as I say, hats off to Daniel. He's come out of it all right. That's all we care about at the end of the day.
oh
Usyk
yeah.
is on another level to Dubois.
Oh, well, he always was. But I mean, he's on I think Usyk's on another level to 99% of the fighters. Like, obviously, like, as I said, I've only got Inoue and Crawford ahead of him on a pound for pound basis. Now, I don't think tonight's fight was ever going to change anything because of kind of where Dubois is.
I think if you had Usyk doing this to Fury,
oh, if you don't stick doing to Fury, he'd go pound for pound king, even as a heavyweight. You know what I mean? If he did that, if he
let's see what happens next. Following the interview I listened to,
I hope Frank didn't lose much money on his sure and certain belief that Dubois was going to win this fight.
Jim White and Simon Jordan do Talk Sport, don't they?
Yeah.
Great show. And they spoke to Frank while he was over in Poland and had a chat. I'm just getting onto that one.
We all know who he should fight next anyway.
Well, and this is what Frank said. Whoever wins this, there's no rematch clause. So whoever wins this fights Tyson Fury. And Simon Jordan said, so what has changed? When does the sort of the waters
I'm loving
of
this
change
Ukrainian dance. Yeah.
Where does it happen? Because it wasn't available before. So why would it be available now?
But it's the exact same. It's the exact same.
He turned around and he said, because Fury has Ngannou next, and that's the game changer. People will look at him differently. And Simon Jordan said, oh, yeah, people look at him differently because he's taken a fight that means nothing. Yeah. When this fight was on the table and he said Usyk was the one that had the problem and walked away. And Usyk even took the pay cut that was offered to him because Fury even put out, didn't he? 70-30, thinking that Usyk wouldn't take it. And Usyk said, fine. And then Fury kind of went, and then the fight didn't happen. So you can't then turn around and say it's Usyk because he's accepted your terms.
Yeah. And then you had Warren on BT when Carl Frampton put it to Usyk and his promoter about it, was the offer on the table. Oh, Chris, it's beautiful. Like anyone that's a fan of boxing, it just loves that performance. You know what I mean? And this guy's fighting heavyweights like he's, as I said, Inoue, fighting.
Yeah, Daniel's right. Chris is right. There's no shame.
100%. Like
it's fair dues for taking the fight. Like we said, he's had the balls to actually step in and get credit for himself taking the fight. So he doesn't lose anything going for this fight. If not anything, he gains more credit on a world scale because more people will now know who Daniel Dubois is on a world scale. So,
and he took a lot of punishment from Dubois.
But let's see from next. I think that's the thing. Arsenal since 1987. I think that's the thing. It's a case of what they can get done next.
It should be Fury. It really should be Fury.
There's no other fight.
Exactly. and people
Usyk
have
fought Joshua, and he did it twice, and
well,
he's done no, but he's done that.
yeah, but there's
So,
no need to go back there. Like
yeah,
it was,
so that's done.
yeah,
So and Fury hasn't fought Joshua, so he's fought Wilder, who's the other person that's sitting in the
yeah,
wings almost. So there's only one fight, and that is the undisputed, the unification of everything, and let's see what happens next. So
yeah,
Ender,
and
another
it's been
fantastic.
memorable. You're wondering now who 4 and 5 are.
Go on, mate.
Right. I'm going to have to push Canelo in at number 4 because of his pedigree and because his last loss came against an absolute, well, actually, yeah, his last loss, not his last fight, came against an absolute supreme, light heavyweight.
Yeah,
So,
at that weight, yeah.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what he does against
So who's your fifth?
Charlo. So number 5. This might sound a bit controversial, but maybe I'm giving it to him a bit early. But I think Shakur Stevenson could even sit there at number 5 at the moment. He's so avoided at the moment; it's unfunny. But like he for me will be a pound for pound king. So am I a bit early putting him in number 5? Probably, but I don't care. I'm putting him in.
Well, there you go. Let us know in the comments, people, how you saw the Usyk fight. Congratulations to Usyk. Like we say, retains all the gold. 21 fights, 21 wins, 14 knockouts. Great stoppage against Daniel Dubois. And he moves on.
Yeah.
And there's only one fight. So just bring it on.
Yeah.
We want to see
it. Chris is after putting in a great comment there, Joel, actually.
And there we have it.
Yes, I think that's where we should end because that's exactly what the calling card is.
Once Fury has done Ngannou, there's nowhere else to go.
Exactly.
You can't avoid it. So
he can make up all the bullshit excuses and hit the even his fan base aren't believing it as easily as they used to. But he that really has to be the fight.
Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment in the video for who you think he should fight next. We might do a separate video anyway, but let us know.
But I think it's just going to be a general consensus. But
let's go for it. But Ender, thank you very much as always. You're a star.
No problem.
And yeah, there we have
it.
Are
we going to have some funky music?
We're going to have some funky music.
Woo! Play that funky music, white boy.
Have some of this.